What's going on, guys? We have some breaking news from Adam Schefter. Shaquille Leonard, formerly of the Indianapolis Colts, former All-Pro linebacker, has signed or has decided to sign with the Dirty Birds. Let's get it right into this because, to be quite honest, if y'all seen my video about Shaq Leonard, I'm not too tight about this. I was of the mindset of I want to see the young guys get more burn on the field. I want to see Bell continue to develop. I want to get more playing time for Wanye Thomas. I want to see Clark still out there. We're going to have Demarion Overshown come back next year. So, me personally, I don't think that we really have the room and the playing time necessary to sign someone like Shaquille Leonard based off of what he wanted. He wanted to come in and be a three-down backer. That's what he wanted whenever he was in Indianapolis. They told him, hey, buddy, you're not that guy at this point in your career. We can't have you on the field on third downs. They took this dude off the field on third downs. But I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not going to disrespect Shaquille Leonard. I'm not even going to go there with him because at the end of the day, he had to make a decision that was best for him. What I am going to talk about, though, is how I'm completely sick and tired of seeing these big-name free agents utilize the Dallas Cowboys as a bargaining tool for other teams when they have no real plan on coming to the Dallas Cowboys. This is the second time now in as many years that we've seen a big-name free agent have the Dallas Cowboys at the top of their list as a team that they would want to go to, and then they play this whole courting game with the Dallas Cowboys where they come in and they get Jerry Jones and the team and the staff to roll out the red carpet for them and get to fly on the helicopter and see the facility, and they get to hear about the game plan that the Cowboys have laid out for them and essentially just be a mid-season distraction. We saw this with Odell Beckham Jr. last year, and then now this year we're seeing this with yet another player that's coming off of an injury that does not look like the player that he was prior to the injuries. And I discussed this on the video when we first found out that the Dallas Cowboys were a serious quote-unquote suitor for Shaquille Leonard. But bro, this is really annoying, man. This is really annoying. I'm not investing any more time or energy or thought into these dudes, into these veterans that are getting released in the middle of the season, or these veterans that happen to be free agents in the middle of the NFL season and are trying to look at the Cowboys as a quote-unquote potential team for them to come to, because at the end of the day, I don't believe it anymore, bro. I don't believe it anymore. Shaquille Leonard knew exactly what he was wanting to do, bro. For those two teams to be the two teams that you have your mindset on going to, I'm going to tell y'all just like Wanye said on Twitter, y'all. He said as soon as he seen Buddy get off the plane smiling all big when he flew to Philadelphia, he already knew that his mind was made up from there. His mind was already made up. He was not coming to the Cowboys. All I'm going to say is Cowboys fans, bro, and I think that we should adopt this mentality because the brand, the star, the Dallas Cowboys star, the brand and the fan base, us, is so strong. If a player does not want to be here, if the Cowboys aren't a team that a player legitimately wants to go to, if it's not a situation like Stephon Gilmore, we knew he wanted to be a Cowboy. He's talked about this before. He wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. Brandon Cooks wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy even going back to last year. If a player don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy, I don't want them here. If it's this whole thing where the Cowboys have to act like one of these bottom-feeding teams and try to wheel and deal and spoil and wine and dine and court these players to convince them to come to their team, and they're a veteran that was released in the middle of the season and they don't have a job going into almost the three-quarter mark in an NFL season, there's a reason that that player doesn't have a job going into the three-quarter mark of the NFL season, bro. And at the end of the day, they would be honored to have a roster spot for the Dallas Cowboys. And that's the mentality that we should have. Everyone talks about the power of the star. That's the power of the star. To where these dudes, players like this specifically, I'm not referring to our own players that have put in the time and have earned some respect and they're demanding a little bit more money on the contract or something. Nah. Players like this specifically, where honestly they're trying to revive their career and revitalize their name, they should be honored to play for the Cowboys, bro. They should be honored to have a fan base like the Dallas Cowboys fan base supporting them. Let's stop letting these dudes use us. Let's stop letting these dudes use the power of the star. Let's stop perpetuating the excitement for these players and it's essentially drumming up the amount of money that they can poach off of another team. Let's stop doing that because at the end of the day, Shaquille Leonard knew who he was going to go to. He knew who he was going to go to before these games were played, before these visits were made, or any of that. So let's just stop letting these dudes utilize the Cowboys. Now, all I gotta say is I cannot wait to see Shaquille Leonard on that football field. I hope he somehow manages to play this upcoming Sunday, because I want to see Jake Ferguson put his hat right in the middle of his chest. I want to see Tony Pollard make this man do the stanky leg and break down in the middle of the field and miss another tackle like he's been doing all year long. And Philly fans are posting all those highlights. I posted those highlights a week ago when he first talked about coming to the Cowboys, and I was telling everybody, hey man, this dude ain't who we think he is anymore. Y'all need to kind of tone down the excitement level. Now that we know he wants to be a Philadelphia Eagle, so be it. He's part of the enemies. Not only that, but he took us on a date and he stood us up. We have no respect for Shaquille Leonard anymore. I wish him the best in his personal life, but as it pertains to his career with the Philadelphia Eagles, I hope this is your last stop, because you made the wrong decision, good sir. As always, you guys know how we end these videos. How them Cowboys. See you on the next one. We still them boys. We ain't worried about no Shaquille Leonard. Get Wanye on the field. Get Wanye.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.